those are the basic issues to start to reach some kind of protection level. The thing is that we are moving towards an internet which is not only an internet of people, but it's also an internet of things. By the year 2020, we're going to have 50 billion transactions conducted over the internet. So this is not anymore people staff among themselves or email. This is people and devices. You know, Intel is coming with Atom chips that they are being put in on devices. Germans are doing the same thing on cars, on fridge, on material. So everything will have its own ID. By the year 2020, you will have 50 billion IDs around the world. All that flying around an infrastructure which is unsecure, which is the net. So there are two ways. Either we put a lot of massive amount of money by securing the infrastructure. Imagine a very sophisticated railway or highway, which will be ultra secure highway. You will need to invest less security on the car. But if your highway is not secure, like in the case of many countries, you rather buy a very solid car and a secure car because this will be the only way that you will avoid an accident. We are in the same philosophy on the internet. The 50 billion transactions are going to be added to what we already have now, which is 4.5 billion mobile phones, moving towards 7 billion mobile phones. So in some countries now you have more mobile phones than people. Those mobile phones are used for good things, but also for bad things. A lot of the latest terrorist attacks actually requires a mobile phone. We are talking with airline security now, where as you know, some airline has been starting to accept calls on flight, and that was very cool for the passengers. But now you can also, if you have calls on flight, you can also detonate a bomb, because the GSM will be activated by somebody calling the plane from outside. So huge consequences on facilitating the use of this technology, which is very sexy and is extremely user-friendly, but obviously if you don't think in terms of security, you are compromising critical infrastructures. National platform, which was not designed for. Think again that the internet was actually designed by army and physicists in Geneva, thinking how to interconnect computers in a very easy way without mind whatsoever on the security consequences that those interconnections will have. Nowadays, we are moving towards banks doing transactions over the internet, SWIFT issuing a digital ID that will hold in all the credit cards of the world, Visa moving towards that, defense moving towards identification of the soldiers, connections between the soldier and the base. Identification is going to be the center. So what happens with identification? And you know that because you're more expert than me as you are. The attacks are getting very sophisticated, but the cost of that attack is very low. It is very easy for nowadays, anywhere in the world, sitting just with a bunch of computers, to create a massive attack to a very expensive infrastructure.